I am so impressed by the work and the research and the recommendations that the students made. There is so much rich information and material for us to draw on as we sort of think through how we're going to position sustainability into the future. Other things that really stood out to me, one is professionalism. I think when you work with students, perhaps there's some questions about, are they going to bring the sort of the discipline and the expertise and the attention to detail that you might receive from an external agency? And just the whole time I kept pinching myself. I couldn't believe that these were students that were making just such great, rich recommendations to Walmart. During the session, I almost picked up my BlackBerry to email some colleagues and say, I just saw this really great idea. I think we should sort of think through how can we implement it today. And so, yeah, there are, every group of students had at least 2, if not 3 to 5 recommendations that I thought had real potential to be realized in the real world. I can't imagine working with a group other than MOJO, particularly on this challenge. I think one of the things that really struck me was the freedom with which the students had to really think through how to develop the research, how to ask the right questions, and then how to execute upon that. And so we got some really great information, some really out-of-the-box thinking. And I think the other thing that I really liked is we're looking to try and understand the millennial generation, the yayas, and so we got outstanding research, but also real-world perspective from that generation that really brought the concepts home and made them real. Some of the things that were really interesting to me were the sort of balance and the challenge that they have of trying to live in this world with authenticity and with care and with discipline. And I think they've gotten a bad rap as a generation. And so just understanding some of the perspective and the sentiment behind that, I think, is really, really helpful. I also think some of the places where they get their news, how they're influenced, what some of those channels are, those were all relatively new to me. I mean, we spent some time today during one of the panels where the students were really trying to explain technology to me, and they did it in a really masterful way without insulting me, but you know, I think that was really important. And we got a number of real-world options and creative executions that we could just put forward right now that would have positive return on investment or deliver same-store sales, things of that nature. So it's not fancy ideas that aren't grounded in reality. It's fancy creative ideas that are really based in science.